Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the things in the neurodiverse support group that we talk about a lot is the physical aspect of the relationship. And oftentimes that is very much suffering, or non-existent. It's a challenge. And there are a host of different reasons for that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But an individual that is possibly developmentally delayed or doesn't have an awareness of self. When they don't have that awareness of self, they tend to, I use this term, they want what they want when they want it.
Okay.
Which can sound extremely selfish. It can be extremely difficult for the partner that isn't on the spectrum. The catch though, Brian, the thing that we really have to hit upon is there is no ill intention whatsoever.
Great. Yeah.
So the difference between a relationship that might be abusive or a relationship that there might be narcissism involved is that there's ill intention. We're saying there is knowledge, and even though they have knowledge, they're intentionally deciding to do something to hurt their counterpart. However, in a neurodiverse relationship, there is no intention. And in fact, the individual that's neurodiverse oftentimes is pure love.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing.
It is. That's incredible, because like I look at that too, like with some relationships in my family, and everyone always asks, well, how did they stay together, right, for so long? And I can see it now, it's like, hey, they said it before and I didn't hear them before. So like the lessons change as you age too. Like these things are things that are handed down in a way that are supposed to make sense later sometimes, not even like right now. Because the variation in emotional frequency, like we are very different from other people and what triggers us and all those things. But the lessons that we learn, I think that's what I can't honor that enough, from people like you too, Tina. Like you absolutely bring it to wow, thank you for sharing this. How do you think, do you ever think that men get caught off guard by the way that women think they should be?
Oh, I think men a lot of times are totally lost. I think men are trying so hard, and I think society is telling them how they want them to be. They're being told to not feel, not show their emotions, and then they come up against this woman that oftentimes a man adores. I mean, it is a level of love. In some ways, it is quite different than what a woman experiences. But the man, like he's a guy. We're talking about emotions, and if you're not in a family or you're not in some type of situation other than living in the United States, let's be honest, you're usually not too in touch with your emotions. And then if you're neurodiverse on top of it, some of those emotions haven't even come to fruition. They're not, they're incomplete or they're immature. And again, I say that with the utmost respect. I do not want to be disrespectful, but we have to be able to have this conversation. So part of the work that I do have clients that come to me and they're aware. I don't feel what others feel. I can tell that there's a difference. Is there a way that we can turn this on? And that's usually the language that the men that come and they're my clients, they're like, I want to turn this on. I'm just like emotionally not available.
Absolutely. Men do have to feel like it's part of the process. It's like we don't look at that enough, but that's so healthy. It's like, it's so healthy we used to call it like when I was studying with my dad, he used to call it catharsis, right? Like the release of these emotions through this conversation that we have, and connecting